The assault case against EFF's Julius Malema and Ndlozi continues at the Randburg Magistrates Court. The two are accused of assaulting a police officer at the funeral of the late ANC stalwart Malema Mandela back in 2018. The police officer was trying to stop Ndlozi and Malema from entering the venue where Mandela was to be buried. Now, eNCA reporter Heidi Jockers is covering the story for us. She joins us now live for an update. Heidi, good morning to you, colleague. What do you have for us in terms of what to expect from court this morning?
So what we do understand, Tumelo, is that previously when this court case was here in court, we know that Julius Malema and Ndlozi's legal team tried to get this particular case dismissed. They felt as though they should not be facing assault charges. They have basically indicated that yes, indeed, they did push the police officer when it came to them trying to get access to Four Ways Memorial Park, where the late Mama Mandela was going to be buried. Of course, they were not allowed access to there. It seems as though from when Julius Malema did testify previously, he was being cross-examined rather, he did confess and say, yes, indeed, I did push the police officer because he was not allowing me to get into the burial site, the memorial park, and it just seems as though there was miscommunication with what exactly was transpiring. I think what aggravated and exacerbated the situation, hearing from what Julius Malema indicated, was that the police officer was standing in front of the vehicle that Julius Malema and Ndlozi were inside, not allowing them access. And it just seems as though Julius Malema told the court, the Randburg Magistrate Court, when he was being cross-examined, that if he was just communicated to properly and told your vehicle is not allowed inside, and perhaps if there was communication about them being allowed access inside the memorial park because they were attending the funeral of the late Mama Mandela, perhaps the situation wouldn't have gotten as tense and as volatile as it did. So what we do know today, it will be perhaps Ndlozi that will be taking the stand. He will be cross-examined. From my understanding, Tumelo, I could be wrong. It seems as though Julius Malema was done being cross-examined, and it will be Ndlozi's turn to explain what happened on that day and why that police officer was pushed, and perhaps just give his version of events.
And Heidi, just in terms of support, are you seeing any EFF members at court today, perhaps to support Mbuyiseni's appearance?
Not as yet, Tumelo. It's very quiet. We are not seeing any supporters as yet. My colleague Deboho is going to show you just a lot of media presence, but a lot has been cornered off at this stage, and this is a norm every time this case is here at the Randburg Magistrates Court, because soon after the court case, we know that Julius Malema, together with other EFF members, address supporters. We are seeing a high police presence. This is, again, the norm every time this case appears at the Randburg Magistrates Court. We do know that there's high JMPD presence as well as police there. I've spotted in Nyala, so we'll just have to wait and see whether or not supporters arrive or not. But I think it's still very early. It's also very cold, so maybe it's just a slow start. And of course, they wait for court proceedings to begin, and then you normally see crowds commencing here or arriving here at court.
All right. Well, we'll leave it there, colleague. Thank you so much to Heidi Jockers for this update. As soon as there are other developments, Heidi will be sure to catch up with you right here on eNCA.